Luffy is the main character in the world's best-selling series, One Piece. This character named Luffy has a lot of uniqueness. What are some interesting facts about Luffy? Watch this video to the end. Of course, we are already familiar with the One Piece anime. This anime tells about Luffy who wants to become the Pirate King. On his journey he finds many friends as well as enemies who stand in his way. There are many interesting things about our pirate captain. Among them is that he is a character that can be said to be stupid and ridiculous. But besides that, Luffy is also very loyal to his friends, even he is also very genius when in battle. What are some other interesting facts about Luffy? 1. Personal data. There are still many fans who don't know the personal data of our pirate captain, Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy was born on May 5, which also coincides with Children's Day. He is 172 centimeters before timeskip, and 174 centimeters after timeskip. Luffy was 17 years old when he started sailing the oceans and 19 years after the timeskip. Luffy is also the son of Monkey D. Dragon, who is also the most wanted criminal by the world government. He is also the grandson of Monkey D. Garp, who is a marine hero. Luffy has the letter D in his name, which until now we still don't know what the letter means. 2. Troubles in 3 government places. If you are a fan of One Piece, you must already know that Luffy is the only pirate who messed up the 3 world government places, namely Enies Lobby, Impel Down, Marineford. Even in Impel Down, he managed to wreak havoc that made many prisoners flee at that time. Even Luffy is also the most influential person in the chaos in the 3rd world government place. That's why Luffy has a very high bounty compared to his fellow pirates and among supernovas. 3. The wound on Luffy's face. Luffy's 2 interesting facts were probably obvious, but this one may not be known to everyone. Of course, you know that Luffy has stitches on his face, but did you know that it was because he injured himself? Yes, Luffy has a scar on his face because he wants to show Shanks that he is also a brave man. 4. Devil Fruit. You must have known that Luffy has the Gomu Gomu no Mi Devil Fruit, which makes him a rubber man. With the power of the Paramecia-type Devil Fruit, he has managed to defeat many enemies to date. But according to Eiichiro Oda, when asked why he gave Luffy that power, Oda also said that he could no longer think of the most ridiculous power of rubber. Oda-sensei also said that he wanted his main character to have a male soul, strong but also funny, which makes this comic he made not boring. 5. Never kill the enemy. The next fact is that Luffy has never killed a single enemy. Although his enemy was very evil, cold-hearted, cunning, and very cruel, he never once had the intention to kill his enemy. One thing he wants when he meets an enemy like that is to beat him. Some of Luffy's defeated enemies have entered Impel Down, and some are also unknown where they are. There were even those who had an alliance with Luffy like Crocodile, although in the end they had different goals. 6. Tech, combat enthusiast. It is common knowledge that Luffy is very fond of anything that smells of technology, such as robots, tanks and laser shooters. This has become a hallmark of Luffy, and when he sees one of these his eyes will shine very brightly and can even dazzle others. Besides being very fond of technology, Luffy is also very fond of armor. According to Luffy, he feels very cool when he wears these clothes. He also had time to cry when given the armor made by Mr. 3, even though the armor is only made of wax. 7. Friends are everything. According to Luffy, friends are everything. Yes, he is a person who really respects his friendship. He is also very loyal to his pirate friends. He was never the boss or ruled as if he were the ruler. In fact, Luffy is often ordered by Nami to do small jobs while on the ship. Another example is when he was offered an alliance with a fighter in the Dressrosa Coliseum. He didn't want to be the boss of the alliance. He even refused the alliance's invitation because he felt the ship would be overcrowded. According to Luffy, he doesn't need to be the boss of the alliance, just a friend who can help each other when they need help. 8. Genius fighter. You must have seen and even laughed at Luffy's silliness and stupidity with his friends. You must also know that Luffy is the dumbest pirate in One Piece. Even he doesn't understand when he is given an explanation of everything. Luffy will only add the word mystery to something he doesn't know and understand, like rain cloud powder to mystery powder. But even though he is stupid, Luffy is a genius in combat. He always has bright ideas when facing his enemies. That's what makes him able to defeat many strong enemies to date. An example is his Gear 2. He imitates the Soru technique of CP9 to form the Gear 2. 9. The youngest supernova pirate. Supernova is a term for super rookie pirates who have a bounty above 100 million berries. Supernova is also referred to as the worst generation because all Supernova members always mess up where they stop. Especially Luffy, who always messes with the world government. But do you know, among all Supernovas, Luffy is the youngest at 19 years old, followed by Zoro, who is 21 years old. Luffy's interesting fact on this one proves that age is not an obstacle for a pirate in One Piece to rule. 10. Lucis number. Who is Lucy? Lucy was Luffy's pseudonym while fighting at the Kurita Coliseum. Luffy was given the jersey number 0556, which is his fighter number. But what are the facts about the number? Surprisingly, the number 05 is Luffy's birthday, which is May 5, and 56 has the pronunciation go and mu, which means rubber. On the other hand, the number 556 also means the chapter where Luffy enters the Marineford War when he wants to help Ace. Of course, this is very touching because Luffy also entered this Coliseum to fight for Ace's power, namely the Mera Mera no Mi. Another fact about Lucis' name is that Lucis' Japanese pronunciation is read, Rushi, which has a name that is almost similar to one of the characters in Dragon Ball, namely Roshi. This is even more obvious because Luffy wears a fake beard and the exact same glasses as Master Roshi has. Those are 10 interesting facts about Luffy, who is the main character in One Piece. Many of these facts that you may already know, and maybe friends also have other interesting facts that have not been mentioned here, can be written in the comments column below. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video. Bye.